tell my wife, oh honey, if I was going to buy a new canoe, this is probably the one I would buy. And here it is used. Wow, look at that block. Cables. What do you suppose that goes to? Oh, what have we here? Now, isn't that interesting? We have some kind of cable bridge over the river here. There must have been a time when people were allowed on their property over there. I wonder if this was a suspension bridge that you could walk across. I don't think you could do a zip line on this. Looks like it might be a little higher on this side, but it looks more or less even within a few feet. Interesting. I'd like to know more about that. The platforms are still here. The main cable's still here. And what backs it up is right over there. I don't think I'm fat enough to pull that out of the dirt. So here is Huffman Dam. That's Route 4 over there. You see the cars shooting by the end of the dam. You're not allowed to drive across this dam anymore. There are quite a few large military airplanes that fly over this on their landing approach and takeoff egress from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base here. And after 9/11, I guess I can understand that. It may have been closed before 9/11, but I think it happened around 9/11. Huh. That's interesting. I was going to walk up this gravel drive and over the top of the dam. I think this path here just goes to that stairway. I think I'd rather walk up this gravel drive than the stairway. So here we are. I guess this was built in 77? I thought it was older than that. Maybe just the bridge was rebuilt in 77. Look at that beautiful river down there. Yeah, I don't hear any water rushing or anything, so I think you can probably canoe right through this. I guess it's not a spillway, although there is a spillway built into it. There's a calibrated tunnel that only lets water through at a certain rate, so that if this area floods back here, it will only get past the dam at a certain rate, which is probably the rate that is calculated to escape all the riverways in Dayton. There was a huge flood in Dayton. I think it was 1928, I forget. But there's a lot of pictures around town of it. It used to flood before they did all these dams and all this water work area. Now I hear that they're talking about taking some of the dams out. So I don't know if they've, there's been enough work upstream that the dams are no longer necessary. I don't know why you would dig out something like this that's already built here. I mean, holy shit. What an amazing amount of work. Well, I think I'm going to go down there. I eventually want to be in that park. So, let's see if I can get down this hill without hurting myself. I don't see a stairway. You know what? I'm going to go down by the fence. There's a stairway up to this side. No stairway down. So in the interest of, oh, here, is this the stairway? Guardrailed off. Yeah. Oh, that looks pretty treacherous. Look at all that gravel. No handrail. I don't know, what would you do? Would you go down and hold on to the fence? I think I'm going to take the stairway. Let's see. myself over it. Keep my capacity to have a family intact. There we go. Now it's just a matter of going down here. See the sun setting behind me. I've got a couple of timing problems with this hike. When I get over here past the park in about another mile and a half, I will have gone about 4 miles of my walk. And I believe I'll be able to find a beautiful spot by this river to camp. But and then tomorrow I would have a 6-mile walk to get to the Rip Rap Road Island, which is the place I'm most excited about exploring and camping in for this trip. So if I camp there, that puts me waking up about 10 miles away from home on Sunday morning. My wife and I like to have breakfast on Sunday morning. So the breakfast restaurant's really kind of fairly close to home. So I'd like to be someplace where I could walk to that restaurant in the morning and then finish my walk home from there. Is that cheating on my get home challenge? Well, let's call this a level 1 get home challenge. Because, you know, after all, I'm not doing this with a get home bag. I'm doing this with forethought and planning, and I'm carrying food, 3 days worth of food. So I don't know, it's more of a physical challenge for me. It's a way for me to test my gear, of course. I didn't spend a lot of time packing and planning this, and I don't have a lot of experience doing things like this, so it may show later on. In fact, I can't remember if I have any bug spray or not, and that could be a real problem. But at any rate, here we go. Getting down by the forest. A lot better. There's a park up ahead. Probably see you again there. Well, I was going to walk down that paved area, but look, there's a mowed path here. I think I'm going to take that way into the park. This is a lot better than walking on those loose railroad rocks. Ooh, soft ground. Let's see where this mowed path goes. It's heading off in the direction we need to go. Half the adventure is not knowing where you're going, isn't it? There's probably some kind of hiking path. Nice to be in the shade. Look at that cool water. Sure would love to dangle my feet in it. Maybe I'll get to do that tonight. Path has gotten shady. Now, approximately 2 weeks ago, this river was up 4 feet, 5 feet from where it is. Something like that. A lot. I'll bet you this path went through one little soft spot, but most of it looks like it's quite a bit above the river. There's a lake-like area up here. I'm familiar with this. The river actually attaches to this. You can canoe into this this thing that's like a lake from the river. Hope this path goes around it to the left, because I know to the right you'd have to cross the river. Yeah, apparently it is.